And I don't know how she's gonna react. If she's gonna be like, where the hell have you been? And bite me, or or be happy to see me. I hope she's happy to see me. Come on. Come on. Morgan. Come on. Yes. Oh, you are heavy. Oh, you're heavy, but you did it. Heavy, but you did it.
Ow.
Good job.
Pretty.
Good. Good girl.
Will she go after me?
No, she won't go after you.
That's adorable.
Morgan. Come on. Come on, girl. Do it. Okay, closer. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, good job. Way better.
Did you hear what I was saying?
What'd you say? You did?
I think that helped her a little bit.
Yeah. Good job then, thank you. You're doing it. Your nails are so sharp. So Morgan stopped responding to wanting to fly. I mean, part of it looked like she wanted to, but she just kind of stopped and she wouldn't fly anymore. I tried going shorter for her, tried backing up longer, tried turning my back, because in the old days she was more likely to fly to me with my back turned on her. But none of it worked. None of it provoked her. So I eventually just went and did my own thing and started doing chores around the house and let her just do her thing as well. Now, it had been almost a year since I saw this bird again, and she was not flying as well as she last flew when I last had her. So as you can see, I try bigger treats, more treats. This is her favorite flight, was last that I knew her favorite flight was into the corner of my kitchen, and none of it's really working. She's offering to do a step up, but she's not offering to fly anymore. So there could be a lot of factors between her being out of shape and not having flown for a long time. Using those muscles again is a lot to ask. So obviously I try my hardest to get some sort of response from her, but she's just not interested after a while. So I do give up. Now, I want to preface this with, I had gone and seen Morgan at her owner's house about an hour before this, and that was the first time I saw her. I did not bring my video camera in because I didn't feel like it was appropriate for the time. So my initial reaction and her first reaction to me was really, really positive, actually. She came right up to the front of the cage, came right out for me, stepped up, let me preen her feathers. She was incredibly sweet. No ill feelings whatsoever that I felt, and the interaction went really well. Now, I didn't think that I'd be able to get her to fly at her home because she'd never flown there before, and I felt like it was most likely that she would do it at my house. But by the end of this video, you're going to understand why I shouldn't have had this interaction this day with her at all in the first place. What are you doing?
How are you doing?
What are you doing?
Good. I have to work it out right. More though. What you do here.
What are you angry about? She's definitely angry about something. So that's what she just did. I think that's my first bite. It was kind of 2. Because she nipped and then laid in. Okay, Morgan, she's on it now, but that was clunkier than normal. It's like she forgot how to go on a scale. She was scared of it. She was also scared about my T-stand perch thing. She's very skittish, so I'm contemplating putting her in an aviary today because I have to be away for about 4.5 hours, and I'm thinking maybe she gets some desensitization during those 4.5 hours that I can't be here. Cool thing is that she got over it quickly. So I got her on that stand. She actually literally did exactly what she did when I first brought her here and flew to me with my back turned and I caught her. It was like deja vu. So, good job. Oh, good job. You're better from this hand, aren't you? Okay. Good job. Good job, Bok Bok. Good job, Bok Bok. Okay. Put this off to the side. Can you see her? Yeah, you can see her. Yeah, so having her come back, one, it wasn't pre-planned. So I don't really feel super prepared. My first day 1 with her, I was very ready and I planned everything out. I made sure that I had lots of time. This time, my time is crazy, so I can't do exactly what I did. This time, it's getting reacquainted. I think she's gonna fly. Morgan, come on. So this time it's getting really reacquainted. So what I've done this morning is the first thing I went and got her, gave her a shower. Come on. She's more interested. I can't believe we're starting all the way back with my back turned. Yesterday she did 2 flights. Good girl. Yesterday she did 2 flights facing me, so I thought for sure we'd start there. Job. Good job. Anyways, we're getting reacquainted now. So literally this morning I got her, I gave her a shower, she took a shower with me. Then I got dressed while she kind of dried naturally in the shower, and then I brought her out here on this stand while I cleaned up the kitchen, did the laundry, did the dishes, everything. And she just hung out and she didn't show any interest in flying, which I didn't think she would because she was drying. She's still wet actually. Not as wet, so she's obviously comfortable enough to fly, but I weighed her this morning. She hasn't yet had breakfast. She doesn't seem like she even wants it yet, so it might be a later breakfast today, but I'm super interested to see if I should put her in the aviary today or what, because worst case, if she doesn't like it, Dave could always go get her out of it. So I won't be here. What'd you think? Oh, fluff. Also, Patty's coming by today to help me trim her nails. They are so bad. They hurt so freaking bad. So I find myself being like, ugh, and handling her really bad because it hurts. So, gonna make sure that we do that so that I can really start flight training. But I'm also doing what I call capturing, and I'm just waiting for her to show behaviors and interest. I'm waiting for her to show interest, and then I can capitalize on that interest. So I'm not seeing as much of it as I want to yet, which is worrisome because I only have about 5 days to get her ready for this trip. So hopefully she starts showing interest soon and my schedule clears up more. Because I booked consults jam-packed all this week. We literally have 6 on like a Saturday, thinking that I wouldn't be able to take them after this. And then Morgan's here, and so now I'm like, Dave, sweetie. Dave's not gonna be happy with me. Oh boy, she might want a training session now. Oh, good job. I really need to go take care of the doves. This is why it sucks to not be like super ready. You guys are gonna see what not being set up for success looks like, because my schedule, seriously, it's not ideal. And to be honest, I wasn't seeing a lot of interest in her, and now, oh my gosh, I have less than an hour to get all my stuff done this morning. I'm freaking out. I wonder if I could, I don't know. I don't know yet. It's just a car. It's just a car. Good job. She's so skittish about everything. Like the stuff out the window, she's not digging it. Okay. Come on. Good job. Good. Oh my gosh. What got into you? I feel like such a wuss, but God, I don't know if you guys can be able to see it, but it's digging into my skin like it's breaking skin. It's breaking skin there, just holding her. Oh, freaking hell. She's really into it too. Oh, didn't think it would happen this fast. I didn't think it would happen this fast, girl. Whoa. Then last time, I recall scraping her off. You come? Come. I didn't even see the tree. Good job. Good job. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for coming down, girl. Are you coming again? Good job. Good job. I'm gonna back you up. I can't believe how many flights she's doing. So, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering how I went 4 months without getting bit by Morgan, and then I get her back for less than 24 hours and get bit in, yeah, pretty quick. I think it's a lot of things. My relationship with Morgan has been very emotionally packed, tight and charged, and I think over the course of not seeing her for almost a year, the anticipation and the buildup to working with her again was so, I don't even know the proper word. It was just fully loaded for me, and I think that I hadn't had a chance to emotionally come down, but I felt pressured to start working immediately because I'm under this time restraint of have her ready in 5 days. And it's a ton of pressure, and it's a ton of pressure from myself and from knowing that this is what people want, and knowing that emotionally my energy wasn't quite clean. It was just a lot of things, you know, and it was just me failing to take a step back and act like it really is the first time again. Sometimes I think we make such huge strides in progress or have a certain relationship with our bird that we expect the very next day to be the same, and it's not. It's like you're starting over each day, and you have to have that respect each day, each interaction. And expectations are really where you get hurt. And I don't want to say I had high expectations that everything would be honky-dory, because I remember when Patty invited me over to come see her, I thought one of us is going to get bit. Like, she's either going to be happy to see me and like be really, really sweet, and then Patty's like, yeah, and I'll get a bite, or the other way around. So I was just kind of like, I don't know what to expect. And that first interaction went really, really well. She was cuddly. She let me preen all of her pin feathers. It was so nice that I thought, like, okay, we're starting from where we left off. And and then bringing her back to my house, like that's starting over again because it's a new environment. And I feel like we just touched on all these topics on our podcast. And if you don't watch our podcast is something where it's not visually gorgeous, but the information is very to the point and you're gonna learn something. And I feel like I just proved why all of our podcasts are accurate, and I went against all of them. So projecting your emotions onto your bird. I totally did that. I was emotional basket case yesterday. I shouldn't have been working with her, to be honest. I should have just, and that's not like me, right? I always get a bird and I want to work with it right away, but I should have recognized the fact that why was I working with her right away? And it was because I felt like I had to, like I needed to make this progress. I needed to do something. I needed to have something to show. And I should have just been more laid back, focused on cleaning my energy up and being emotionally ready to interact with her. And I wasn't, obviously. And I think she sensed that. And, I also don't want to assign human emotion to her by saying like, oh, she's mad at me, so she bit me, or oh, she, is punishing me, or, it could have been a number of reasons. But the end reason, the big reason, is that I was off. I was off completely. I wasn't thinking like a trainer. I was thinking with my heart. And that means I wasn't thinking. I was just vulnerable. And when she bit me, it was literally a wake-up call for me to be like, damn it, Jamie, you shouldn't be working right now. Like, you shouldn't be having this interaction. I take bites pretty hard emotionally. Like I feel like a failure when I get a bite. It hits me really hard. Just feels crappy. And so yesterday, I literally got my feelings hurt. Of course, you hurt my feelings yesterday. And then I took a step back. I had terrible dreams. There was just a lot, and I woke up this morning going, snap out of it. And so Capri asked me last night, she's like, do you want to take a shower? We should dye our hair. And I thought, yeah, let's dye our hair. And it made me feel so much better. And I got her this special purple dye for brunettes, and she's so happy. She went to school today like a queen with her purple hair, and I just thought, like, that's what I needed. I needed quality family time, something not bird related, to refresh my energy and just set me on track. And so then this morning when Dave took Capri to school, I took the opportunity to have a shower with her and start over, and not with expectations, not with this pressure of our relationship has to be perfect because that's what everybody wants, or anything. I just took the pressure off myself. And then I realized, I wonder how many other people struggle with this, because we're emotional beings and it's hard to just turn it off. But for the betterment of Morgan, I had to turn it the hell off. When I took a video today, like, this is why I want a vlogging camera so bad, is I use my phone a lot for playing music and setting kind of like a mood or an energy tone with my birds. Like with Bandit, I literally have a chill radio station that I listen to. With Morgan, I put on pop workout and I was literally like dancing around, lip syncing the wrong lyrics to whatever song was on, and just snapped out of it. Okay? I just freaking snapped out of it, and I'm out of it. And I'm over it, and I'm not taking things personally, and it's helping a crap ton. So that's the lesson in the new day one with Morgan. Is don't take things personally. Don't have expectations. Don't project your emotions onto your bird. Go watch all the podcasts. It was brutal. The other thing yesterday that I didn't have going for me was her food motivation. There was none. So what was I doing? I was literally caving to pressure. And if you guys have followed me for a while, you will have seen when we trained Claudia, our client in Hawaii, she had a major free flight fail the last day, and it was because she caved to pressures. And I remember telling her, like, can't do that, can't do that. And here I am. And the reason I know you can't do that is because I've done it and continue apparently to do it. It's hard. Ugh. It's hard. Nobody gets this stuff right 100% of the time, obviously. It's nothing that's not mendable, fixable. She's been so much fun today, and 0 bites in 4 months and 2 bites in less than 24 hours. Wow. Go me. I know you guys have a ton of Morgan questions, and I will answer them. I will go through them at some point and answer them for you. But we got some work to do first, so we're gonna get to work. Can I pet you? Oh, thanks. Thank you. So, we're getting there. First 24 hours a little rough. Lately, I mean literally the same day, I got all my sponsors for Touche and Lefty, and that was overwhelming. Like, I can't believe it happened. And when Ashlyn, my client and one of my best friends, told me to create a Patreon, I literally laughed at her and I said, who's gonna pay to watch my videos? And now I'm like, oh my gosh. And so that overwhelms me on an emotional level. And then being asked to come see Morgan and then work with her and take her on this free flight trip and prepare her, like, sent me just over, you guys. My heart just exploded yesterday, and it exploded all over the place. And I couldn't process all the emotions. It was too much. Good morning, everybody. This is day 2 with Morgan. I haven't had her out yet today. I have a ton to do, and I have a consultation in 1 hour. So my plan is to clean the aviaries as much as possible, get my birds outside in the outdoor aviaries. I need to take toys over to the birds at the 4 aviaries at my parents' house, bring Comet back, put some birds over there. I need to do some swapping around and bring the birds that are going on the free flight trip over here and move the ones that aren't going over there. So that'll be a project today. Need to get everybody breakfast, and then I have my live for my patrons on Instagram, so I'm assuming they're gonna wanna see some birds, so I'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm gonna bring Morgan in later when I am set up for success and I can fully devote myself to the fact that she might be really interested in training by then. So for now, I'm just going to clean, give food, move toys, get perches in here to get cleaned. I want to empty out my indoor aviaries as much as possible so that the lady coming to clean them while we're gone on our free flight trip can do a really, really awesome job and not have to worry about toys or perches hanging in the way that are really gross. So I have washed some of my perches so far, but I have a bunch more to do. So I'm gonna get this dishwasher ready so that I can wash more perches and just get those clean, because it saves her the time and the energy on that. That way she can just focus on the aviaries themselves and the surrounding area. So very, very excited, and I will keep you guys posted on how the training session goes later on in the day with Morgan once I get my consultations and moving birds around out of the way. I was thinking about doing a session with her just solo, see how she does in here, and if she's willing to do some longer flights. And depending on how that goes, then I might run over and swap birds and bring Comet and Tusa back and see how she does with their implementation, because she always does really, really well with, in the past, she's done well with competition. So I also don't want to push her too much because she is out of shape. So I don't want her to be sore for the actual free flight trip. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna play it by feels. Okay, I have not had a session with Morgan yet today because my day has been full of consultations. So I gave her breakfast already, and I'm gonna take her out, and her training today is gonna be some desensitization training, going out in the aviary, the 16-foot. plan to bring Comet back with me. We leave in a couple days. I don't even know how many days. I don't even know what day it is. Friday. Yeah, a couple days. So, got to get Morgan with Morgan. The pressures. All right, I got my master trainer Comet here. Is gonna help me with Morgan. We made it. We made it home. So I just decided just now. You come here for a sec. Just decided I'm gonna take Comet straight to the aviary and see how him and Morgan do. Be really nice to her, okay? I hope she's nice back. Let's go see how they do. Nervous. Oh my gosh, you guys, Morgan's in a different spot, which is awesome, because it means she's finding her way around the aviary. But she's all puffed, seeing Comet. So I'm gonna switch the camera around so I can get a better view. Oh my goodness, hello. Do you wanna meet this guy? Do you wanna meet this guy? I'll put you there. What, what are you doing? What do you think? Do you wanna come say hi to him? I can bring you over if you want.